What is going on, guys? Glad to see everybody again. Yeah, y'all are there. Cool. Anticipating this box probably more so than a lot of shit. It's because, you know, you always get kind of weird when you purchase something overseas. This particular piece, the owner lives in Europe, so, you know, with customs can be a fucking nightmare. Piranhas are getting so big, it's crazy to actually watch them while you're doing these reviews. They get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because I don't really notice anything anymore. It's like I just fucking keep taking care of them and fucking just, you know, going to work. And when I do the reviews, I really see them. But anyway, calm down, boys. You're fucking each other up. They get excited with these reviews too. You gotta be careful. The cool thing about these guys is I grew them up as runts, so, you know, they should be okay with each other as they grow into adulthood. I'm hoping no attacks go down. I keep them pretty fed, or full. Sorry, keep them pretty full, so they shouldn't have any issues. I feed them. They eat better than me. Shrimp every night and shit. This place had mussels, and we'll get back to the box. Vacuum sealed mussels, and they were fucking them up. I would like mix up the diet between like mussels, frozen shrimp that are already peeled and uncooked, obviously, and then like night crawlers. And they're just really good diet. Keep them off live. Too many parasites, and those fish suck. That's another day. So anyway, this came up on Facebook. I actually had to take a double take. I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing. I didn't know if this was real. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I never heard of the guy before. We only had one mutual friend in common, which was David Lady. So, you know, I didn't know if the guy had just hit up David Lady and David Lady accepted whatever. So I actually contacted David just to make sure if he knew this guy. He's like, well, I've sold stuff to him in the past and I've never purchased anything with him, but I've never had any issues. The gentleman's name's Alexander Gustafsson. So, you know, I friended him on Facebook, and we, you know, started talking and this, that, and the other, and he seemed very, very cool, very genuine dude, and literally shipped this thing out to me the next day after I paid, I believe. Could not fucking believe it. I mean, some of these guys, it takes them weeks just to put a mask in a box. This dude's coming from Europe, and right out of Europe, and just threw this thing in a box, took it right to the post office. Man, big ups to you on that. It seems like it's getting harder and harder to get people to actually do that these days. Not... Fuck. Come on, you son of a bitch. Not every day do you get people who, sorry about that. That was retarded. It happens. I'm fucking perfect. And I guess you people that don't ship out, I guess that was it. It's people who don't ship out the masks, you know, like the next day, they're not perfect either. But when 2 weeks go by and 3 weeks go by, that becomes another fucking story. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Unless I really love you. Just kidding. So anyway, let's get back to this again. So I'm really fucking excited. I've been tracking this thing and tracking it. He put up some tracking for me because from Europe it was kind of hard for me. It's not like a regular tracking number, obviously. So I was just looking for it and fucking with it. And finally today when I woke up, it said, boom, it's going to be in Easton and it's coming your way. So I made sure my wife was going to be home. She hit me with the news that she tracked down the mail lady, and she was on her, like, close to our house, no issues. She told me she had this in her possession. I felt a lot better about it. So now we're gonna open this up, and then we'll discuss it like we do. But I'm gonna open this up. Hopefully, there's no dirty laundry in here or anything. I don't think my boy Alex would do that. But Alexander Gustafsson is also a UFC fighter, so I didn't know if it was a fake profile at the time. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, because this piece is just something that a lot of high-end collectors want in their collection. It's fucking crazy hard to obtain. I'm not sure how many of these were made. It is from Return of the Living Dead 2, I believe, the EC. It's the EC Zombie. Just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way right now. So you threw some bubble wrap in here. Or not bubble wrap, the shipping. The only time shipping popcorn is okay is when it's coming from overseas, guys. Yep, the piece is in here. I can see this. It's heavy, thick, just like all of Harry Inman's pieces were. He just put some extra protection in there. Oh man, I'm so fucking glad he sold this. Why? I don't know, but I'm glad I have it now. Fucking amazing. What did he say? He said a little bit of the paint was peeling under the chin. I don't even see where that's even happening. Holy fuck. I own this. This was actually made for Alexander. So Alexander is just no Joe Schmo apparently. He knew Harry, talked to him. They were friends apparently, because he told me that this was made out to him, and it says, "To Alexander, from Harry, thank you." So it's kind of cool that Harry actually personalized this to him, because a lot of times with his masks he just did like, you know, Harry Inman 1 of 10 or just whatever the run was. All this fucking hair on here is all punched in. It's not glued, which makes this exceptionally fucking rad. All of that hair is punched, all of it. So you know that he sat there and took his time. There's something about that lazy eye on this that just fucking... dude, I don't even know how to describe this piece. It's thick as fuck. Look how thick Harry poured up his shit. I mean, dude, this is obviously a display piece, but just look at how thick his shit... I mean, literally, you're looking at a 1/4 inch to a fucking, you know... 3/8 in some spots, or you know, whatever. It's just so thick all the way around. I mean, this thing will outlive me, you know, outlive my kids probably. Oh, he meant like some of the paint was chipping off some of the little drool spots on the face. That is not a big deal at all. This thing's fucking flawless, beautiful in all of its glory. So it's the EC Zombie from Return of the Living Dead 2. I believe. There it is. Boom. Every angle of this thing is just fucking more goodness. Like, look at that. Look at his sculpt. Just so crude and rugged and just fucking amazing in so many different lights. When I first saw this, which wasn't too long ago, I'm not gonna lie, it was in somebody's collection, and I saw it and I was like, whoa, you know? And they said Harry Inman, and nobody's coming off these. That's a high-end collector. Not a lot of people. I can't believe Alex did. I mean, I don't know what you were thinking, Alex, but I appreciate you. I really do. This thing's got a great home here. This thing, ever since I saw it, it's just been in the back of my mind, and I'm glad I can just add this thing to the collection. The paint detail on this thing, the eyes, the teeth, everything. The sculpt is amazing. The punched hair, you know, just him punching all this fucking hair is so cool. You know, the whole thing is just amazing. He did like this little torso area to it too. Little comes down in the front and the back. So when you display it, you know, you could put like a little bit of like a weathered shirt and a tie. I'm probably not. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on a stand, and I think I'm gonna put this one in the case. And let the blue light shine on it, my blue-purple LED light shine on it. I think that'll give it a really cool effect. But just completely blown away by this. So glad it's in my collection. So glad I own this. I'm so fucking happy nothing happened with customs, you know, because some bullshit can happen and then you're fucked overseas. So big ups to Alexander. He came through big time. If he's ever selling anything you guys want, not even a doubt that he's going to come through for you guys. So I'm going to give him a big shout out right now. Alexander, thank you so much, bud. This thing means a hell of a whole lot to me. I didn't even know that the actual brain or the skull was actually like busted in right there. Part of the sculpt. Just fucking raw. This thing fucking rules like a motherfucker. So there it is, you guys. EC Zombie. Something you will probably never be able to own. I mean, unless you're fucking lucky as fuck. And the price he had on this was just, I couldn't believe it. Coming from Europe too, like I could not fucking believe it was Harry probably charged more for this when he was making them than this dude charged me to ship it from Europe to here for what I got this for. So it was definitely a fucking amazing score, and then the price tag on it too is just out of this world. So the dude Alexander's definitely not a greedy person. He could have easily hiked this up another $300 if he wanted to, and somebody would have been all over it, I'm sure, because they would have known what this was. But fucking insane. Thursday, it's a very good Thursday for me right now. Having a good time. We'll have some more unboxings next week. So stay tuned for sure. Early next week we'll have I think maybe another Inman. I don't know. We'll have to see. But there we go. There we go. Well, you guys have yourself a good rest of your night. I know I will. Oh, look at this shit. Let me show you this before I get out of here. Look at the spine. And then right next to it's where he engraved Harry into the actual mold. Harry, look at that shit, dude. That motherfucker was a madman, dude. Harry Inman was the best. One of the best, dude. One of the best. Thank you so much, Josh. Josh is the man for turning me on to Harry's work. Just fucking unreal, you know? So I'm trying to get as many of these pieces as I can because there's not a lot out there, and a lot of collectors do not let these things go, you know? So big ups. A little 360 action, all punch, a lot of hand punched hair right there, which fucking, you know, from what I heard, artists actually fucking hate doing that shit. Boom, that little lazy eye right there just adds so much to it, man. This sculpt fucking rules. Amazing, fucking amazing. And the only thing that's, he was talking, there's a little bit of paint missing on these little drips here, but fuck that, dude. Whatever. Saying fucking is amazing. Thank you guys.